Hello, hello Taurus. Welcome to your 2019 overview reading. This is good for you if you're a sun, moon, or rising Taurus. And I just want to let you know, I have some stuff that I'll be going over at the end, but I do want to let you know something really exciting, which is that the 2019 love and romance readings are up. I put a freaking ton of work into those, like hours and hours and hours of work. They are just huge readings. So the link for those is in the description box. I'll go over some stuff at the end. And I also want to let you know that like private YouTube videos are available if you wanted to get like a personal reading with all the bells and whistles, all the snazzy things. That is something I'm now offering as well. And yes, so let's go ahead and get into this. Pay attention to your body during this reading. Pay attention to any cards that come up for you as being important, or if you're just feeling like one really resonates, just make a note to yourself. And deep breath into the diaphragm. First thing coming up for Taurus is, for today, I am present. Slowing yourself down and just focusing on now. I find that a lot of people who have significant Taurus energy do like to think about kind of what's coming up, like what's the plan, what are we building? And so this is calling more of your attention to be grounded, present, and just here with what you have going on now, and letting that just be what it is for the moment. I think it's going to help you a lot more than you may realize. So just being present, meditation is going to really help. And then the animal card for you, whoops, is buffalo. Don't pay attention to the reversal. It doesn't mean anything in this deck. So the buffalo, this is funny because this is also about being slow, steady, grounded. Consistency is coming up with this card a lot. Consistency matters. If you have a goal, whether it be, you know, get into a specific school that you want, getting into a partnership, making new friends, you know, getting your body in really great shape. No matter what your goal is, remember that consistency and patience is like magic, because the more consistent you are, the more serious you're communicating to the universe, God, divine source. Hey, I'm serious about this, you know, let's make it happen. So that is going to be key for you as well. And then the Botanical Oracle card is regenerate. Take time for yourself to nurture yourself. Taurus sun especially has a very good, they do great at taking care of themselves and like nurturing themselves. So make sure you're trying to amplify that as best as you can. You come first. So let yourself come first in this situation. But that's going to be something worth keeping in the back of your mind throughout 2019. And then we have strength. Perseverance, pushing through. Remember, consistency, 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 consistency is going along with the strength card as well. And no matter what arises in 2019, you will regenerate. You have the strength to get through whatever it is that comes your way, and you are a force to be reckoned with. So the central energy for you in 2019 is the Four of Cups. Be conscientious of what you say yes and what you say no to. This is something where you want to say yes to opportunities that make sense for you. You want to say yes to things that make you feel aligned, strong, healthy, secure. All of those things have a deep, deep, deep benefit for you. in 2019. And in the same breath, say no to what isn't in alignment with you. There's no need to sacrifice your standards or expectations in 2019. This is something to uphold, and as a result, you're going to find more things that are in alignment with you coming your way. But sometimes, you know, we're all wounded, so if you have something come up that reflects a wound, a lot of the time that's kind of a signal for you to say no to it. Let it know, let the universe know you're serious about doing things differently. Now let's get into the reading. So I'm doing a mind, body, spirit reading. So let's start with mind. First thing coming up is the Page of Wands. Your mental energy is an indication of where your energy is going. Is there something you're obsessing over? Is there something that's taking up a lot of thought? Is there something that you can't stop ruminating over? Because with your, you know, you're a fixed sign. So that means that you can take that energy that you have towards, you know, doing whatever you want and apply that energy to it, and you're going to see some major benefits. I'm seeing this year as being game-changing in the sense that you can accomplish a lot, you can achieve a lot in 2019 if you're aligning your goals, your priorities with your energy. And that consistency, that fixed drive that you have is really what's going to help you bring things to life. And then body, this is your physical well-being. We have the Queen of Swords. So doing things your own way when it comes to your health. I'm going to clarify this. You know, this is kind of like, it's kind of like the idea of maybe there's some stuff going on that you need to modify in your diet. Human bodies do not respond the same way to, like, no two people respond the exact same way to food. And so that's kind of what the Queen of Swords is reminding you about. It's like, look, you kind of have to take your own approach to your health and your well-being, even if it seems like weird or controversial, or if people are telling you otherwise. We have the Empress. The goal is to take care of yourself in this situation. Nobody else, it's your body, it's your physical well-being, and it's kind of like maybe, you know, you want to try some acupuncture because you have headaches, and there are people saying it, you know, it doesn't work, but it's worth trying. You have to do it regardless. You know, you kind of have to give it the benefit of the doubt and see what happens. These are just examples. I don't actually know what's going on with your physical well-being, but remember to go your own way and carve your own path when it comes to your health. Now, this is spirit, your spiritual experience in 2019. The Eight of Swords. Remember that sometimes we can get really lost in our own minds, and sometimes spiritual practices can actually be more limiting than liberating. One of the things that I like to bring up is kind of that idea of, well, if you think about that negative thing, then you're going to manifest it. It's kind of like, well, not exactly. I mean, that's like, yeah, thought is part of it. The way you think is part of it, but don't allow yourself to get sucked into any like spiritual mumbo jumbo that's toxic, because I know that especially in 2019, it's like there's a lot of people who have, you know, who claim, you know, being a guru, being a spiritual person who has all the answers, but in reality, like the Queen of Swords is reflecting you, spirituality is also not a one-size-fits-all experience. And I really think that you don't have to treat it as such. It's something that you can kind of open things up. Spirituality, your experience with a higher power, your relationship to the universe is individual. It's unique. You are the one that has a very individual experience with that. And so you can use this to your benefit. You can use it so that you don't get locked into any limiting beliefs, and you can use it as a way to expand. So let yourself go there. Now, this is advice for you in 2019. 10 of Swords. If it doesn't work, let it go. If it doesn't fit anymore, you know, just, it's kind of the way these things work. I'm going to clarify this one as well, because it's nice that this is in the advice position, because this is something that you get to decide for yourself. And the clarity is Temperance. Remember that, as they say, the universe only trades up. So when you let something go, it's going to be replaced. You can trust that it's going to be replaced with something. And when you create a void, when you eliminate something, you can set the intention of calling in exactly what you want. But you have to be intentional. If you blindly or passively manifest, then this could pose more of an issue, because you have the potential of manifesting, you know, the things that aren't in alignment with you anymore. So just weigh it out, see what you need before you cut something out or remove something from your life, and then it's going to be filled with exactly what you desire. And what you need to know about 2019 is the 7 of Pentacles. You have a lot of options. This is going to be something where you can cast a wide net. You're not limited to any one path or any one option. There's a whole slew of opportunities that you have. So make sure that you're keeping a broad mind with all of this, and that's going to be the best way for you to see things through. Expand, expand, expand. Look at the whole picture. Look at, you know, all the different avenues and possibilities. It's kind of like, don't limit yourself to one focus. Even if there's one goal that you have in mind, maybe pick 7 different tracks to get there, 7 different options to get there, and then go from there. But the 7 of Pentacles is just, you know, take a look at all of the things that you can make happen, and then keep moving. All right, now we're going to get into the timeline. So if you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. And we're going to go, you guys know the drill, first quarter. And because this is a year, they're going to be broken down into 3-month increments. So this will be like January to March of 2019, second, third, and fourth quarter. So that'll be where you end the year. First thing coming up, Strength. So we have a recurring card. You have Perseverance, Personal Power. I think you're starting the year off really proving things to yourself and seeing what you can accomplish. And just, it seems like there really is a lot, there's a lot of momentum starting off the year. It's kind of like, it's not a slow start. It's something that you're really pushing into and creating for yourself. So start off strong, start off, you know, like crush your goals, you know, just start the year exactly how you want to end the year. And that's going to be the best thing for you. Quarter 2. We have the 7 of Swords. This is where you start figuring out what needs to go. This is the 10 of Swords energy kind of showing up here. Because it's kind of like, maybe there's these things that don't fit, that aren't working, and I kind of need to improvise, or I need to shift a few things out. So, let yourself consider that right here in this second quarter. I think because you have this, like, this starting the year off with a bang, getting moving, and then come second quarter, it's time to evaluate. So that's usually how these things go. As you move forward, you need to fine tune so that you can stay on track. Quarter 3. 3 of Wands, kind of looking out at the horizon and saying, what can I build here? That's going to be really helpful for you. Not focusing on, how do I put this? Even if you're dealing with like a hiccup or a speed bump or something like that, you still want to look ahead, focus on what you're doing moving forward. What's the big picture plan? Be present. Remember, you have the, for today I am present card. And so you can do that, but it's also like what you do today, what you do in your presence is contributing to the long-term picture. So don't forget that. Don't get lost in looking ahead and planning ahead. It's kind of like act now as if these things that you're building are coming into fruition as we speak. So that's what you're doing here. Once you recalibrate and declutter, then it's kind of open season. And wrapping up the year of 2019, this is where you're going to end. We have the World, so things are really coming together for you. I think you're going to see a significant resolution to the things that you want to achieve. Like the things that you want to make happen, the goals that you've set for yourself. And this is conditional. I want to remind you guys of that. You are in charge of how much you're giving to what and how much energy you're pouring in. You guys are in charge of that. Nobody is like holding your feet to the fire, making you do something you don't want to do. And so take appropriate action on the things that you want to see grow if you actually want them to happen. Otherwise, there's really no guarantee that anything's gonna pan out. All right, now we're doing a 3-card pick. So go ahead, if you have a question, you're welcome to ask it now. And these are oracle cards, so they are not tarot. And you're welcome to pick as few or as many as you'd like. Card number 1, intuitive and psychic prowess. Notice your gut. Like, just pay attention. This is coming up as body. All body. What does your body have to say about it? Because your body probably has a lot of information about A, what you're healing, what's coming up, and B, what the right decision is. So if you can kind of use this to your advantage and just start looking at, you know, what exactly should I be doing next? Pay attention to that feeling inside your gut and trust where you can trust. You know, I know that's hard, but that's part of the process here. Card number 2, we have Be You. No shape-shifting. No accommodating other people for the sake of being liked. This is a time to be your big, bold self. Trust that by being yourself, you're going to attract the right opportunities, the right relationships, the right next steps for yourself. So being yourself is the best case scenario. And then card number 3, we have slow down. Pretty straightforward advice. Slow down, pace yourself. Slow and steady wins the race. And that's one of your gifts, is like you can pace yourself, you can take your time, and that's really how you get things done. That's how you accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. And yeah, so it's kind of like, also, if you're having an issue, if you're having a problem, if you're wondering what to do next, you have to retreat, relax, slow down, and then go from there. All right, my friends, that is all for the reading, and I just want to give you a little bit more information. If you're interested, I have started a Patreon so that I can put food on my table, and so that I've been putting a ton of content on there. Love and romance readings are going to be coming out every month, as well as sign-specific readings each week. So there's that, and then there's a larger package if you want to work with me every month. For those of you who don't know, I am a psychic. I'm an intuitive counselor. I'm not actually a tarot pro. I just like this tool. And so this is a way for me to continue creating content for you and continue like giving value while also you know, being able to pay my bills, because that's kind of important. And so that's what I have going on now. And I also wanted to mention that full private YouTube readings, so you get a private YouTube link. They're now available in my on my website, so you're welcome to check that out. And what else was I gonna say? If you want to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, you're welcome to do that. If you want to know which decks I use, they're in the description box, as well as all the links to work with me one-on-one. And until next time, good luck everybody with everything. Happy 2019, and I wish you nothing but the best. Have a good one. Bye-bye.